Alright, hey guys, Steve Arajo here. We're going to have a little fun. I'm going to be playing through 3 different 112 cabinets. 2 are from David Norchow amplification, DNA. First off is going to be the 112N micro, then we're going to do the 112N regular sized 112 cab, and then an Aguilar GS 112, just to kind of compare all of them. So what I'm doing is I am using an MXL condenser mic, a big large diaphragm mic, 12 inches, 1 foot from the cabinet. That's going into my recording rig. I'm going to fly that into the video, so we'll get an idea of what this cabinet sounds like. Now there's many variables. You're going to be at different gigs, different places. It's always going to change, so this is just one example, but at least this way we can kind of hear what the cabinet sounds like, or at least try to get a good idea of it. So again, 12 inches, I'm going to do 12 inches on all the cabinets, a little bit to the left of the 112 speaker, a little bit farther away from the horn. So I also have the horn control at the mid point, wherever that may be. On all these cabinets, it's going to be at midpoint. I'm going to use the Mark bass head, the little Mark II. Reason being, these 112s are great as little micro rigs. Actually, you can't even call them micro rigs anymore because they sound so good. They're, you know, the size is what makes them micro, not the sound, because they actually do sound really good and pretty darn huge for what they are. So again, this cabinet is the DNS 112N micro. It is a shallower cabinet. I really like the cab. I've been using it quite a bit. It has a handle right on the very top. You can pick it up, have the cab in one hand, your little, little tiny micro amp in another hand, and then your bass in a gig bag. Any gig bag, and you can walk to a gig, and it's very portable, but sounds very nice. So again, I'm doing the recording right into my rig. So all the playing examples will be from my recording rig, so high quality waveforms. And I'm going to use my trusty Lakeland. It is active, excuse me, and I have all the controls flat, straight up, and then I'm using both coils of the back pickup, and that's it. So I'm going flat, and I'm also using the D-tuner that I have on this bass. So I'm going to use the low E is going to be tuned to D. So just for the playing examples, just to hear the nice depth and lows that this cabinet can handle. So here we go. So playing example 1, just fingerstyle. So a little jamming on the DNS 112. So now we're going to switch over to, this is the DNS 112N micro. Alright guys, I'm back. So the cabinet that we're going to use now, as you can see, is a little bit different. DNS 112N. None of the variables were changed. The only thing was the cabinet. So I kept everything, like I said, straight up on the Mark bass. My gain is the same. My volume, master volume is the same. Everything's set flat. I am 12 inches away from the speaker cabinet, a little bit to the left of the center of the cone. And everything's set the same. So here's a couple of playing examples of the DNS 112. So DNS 112 cabinet, deeper, bigger box than the micro, than the 112 micro. The other really cool thing, I love the handles on the sides. So great feature. Again, that was the DNS 112N. DNS 112N. All right, guys. So last but not least is the Aguilar GS 112. All of these cabinets have been 8-ohm cabinets, including the Aguilars. So this is stock GS112 by Aguilar. Here we go. So here's a playing example on this thing. Everything is the same. I have a measuring tape, so I've been measuring the distance from the speaker cabinet. And so here's the Aguilar GS112. And let me move it over just a little bit. There we go. So just wanted a little bit more in the center of the cone. So here we go. So there were a few examples, 3 112 cabinets, 2 from DNA cabinets, and 1 from Aguilar, the GS112. So Hope that was, or hope it set some good examples or some sound examples of what these cabinets sound like. Again, they're going to be different in every gig, your mood, how well you're playing, your bass. So anyways, enjoy.